This is why you need to be just a little bit careful right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aries. You know that there is a lot going to be on your mind. You will be thinking quite, about a lot of things. And for some reason, you are gonna be at the same time worrying about something rather specific. You will be worrying about something really, really personal. It is indeed to do, of course, with this personal problem of yours, which is going to be highlighted at the beginning of this week. And it looks like, and it seems like that particular problem is going to kind of lead into another thing, and then you're gonna be thinking like, about quite a few different things at the same time. So with another word, you are going to be thinking maybe a little bit irrational at that moment in time, because your energy is going to be affected just a little bit. Okay, why am I saying this? Only because, my gorgeous Erini, this is what I need you to pay attention to. Something it's really kind of going to inspire you at around the beginning of this week. And when I say that something is going to inspire you, this in itself, seriously, it's not going to be the right thing for you to do. Okay, so it is going to be about something inspiring you, but it is like kind of also at the same time going to be something that it's going to seem like too good to be true anyway. It is some kind of temptation here that I'm talking about. So this is why you need to be very, very careful. So I know that this may sound a little bit confusing. Oh my God, now something is going to inspire you, and now this particular thing, it's actually going to create something negative in your life. And yes, the bottom line is that not everything that inspires us is necessarily good for us. Do you know what I mean? Not everything that inspires us is not necessarily good for us. And this is, my gorgeous Erini, going to be one of those things indeed. So this is why I really need you to be a little bit careful. So yes, something is going to inspire you and you're gonna be a little bit excited, but then at the same time, half of you is gonna be excited and the other half of you is gonna be like, no, this is not right, this seemed too good to be true, I don't know if this is the right thing for me. It is all gonna boil down towards this temptation you should definitely avoid, because it would create such an unnecessary and unhealthy attachment in your life. And it's also like kind of gonna, it would be connected to like this stage in your life where you wouldn't be able to get out of it as soon as you would want. You wouldn't be able to stop this. You wouldn't be able to bring this to an end immediately. And that's why I'm saying that this would be some kind of unhealthy attachment you should definitely avoid. And also when it comes to that inspiration, it's really kind of to do with some kind of silly ideas you would have. Okay, this would be like a silly idea. So that's why I really need you to be careful. I need you to be really smart. But let me tell you something which is making this whole thing so interesting. Like, oh my God. You know what's making this whole thing interesting? It's not about as much what exactly is going to inspire you. It's not so much about which exactly, silly idea or weird idea you are going to have that wouldn't be good for you whatsoever. But it's more about, hallelujah, you realizing, my gorgeous Erini, that, this is ultimately, you're going to realize, at around this time, I can see you realizing that this is not good for you. And how do I know this? Because all this is going to be contributing and it's to your life. All this is going to benefit you. You know why? Because this is all going to play an absolutely mind-blowing role when it comes to you gaining an insight you know, which steady progress in life you should really give more energy towards. Do you understand what I mean? It's not so much about these silly ideas, it's not so much about this temptation, but it's more about this realization you are going to have. Because now suddenly you will realize that this silly idea is not good for you, but you are at the same time, most importantly, going to gain an insight, to which kind of to which plan you should stick to. This is going to help you to open your eyes and gain an insight to which plan exactly you should stick to. And it's something that's so big, something that's so important, and something that you found like such a hard work for a while now because there wasn't enough progress. You didn't give a credit to yourself, my baby. There was enough progress, and only now you will be able to snap out of it, my gorgeous Erini, and realize this. Okay, so that's what it all boils down to. It is you will gain an insight, to which plan to actually stick to. And it's something that only a few days ago you were like, no baby, no, I'm not too sure if I want to do this, I'm not too sure if I want to carry on with this. You see what I mean? So it is going to bring the best out in you, and it's going to help you to reconnect with yourself. You are making such an important readjustment in your life. You have no idea how big this is going to be for you. This particular plan you are going to realize that you need to stick to. Okay, absolutely brilliant. And it is something that you found like a hard work, and especially it's something that has been making you feel frustrated because there was not enough progress. But this is about to change. This is about to change. The next 7 weeks are going to be absolutely crucial. Within the next 7 weeks you are going to have a life-changing opportunity. When it comes to this particular thing, you're going to realize what exactly do you need to stick to, and you will see where your life is about to take you. And once again, my gorgeous Erini, my God, the importance of following your own intuition is ever so significant. Okay. And also, my gorgeous Erini, when it comes to the first part of this week, we are still here. It's really a lot about this beautiful man. It's really a lot about this beautiful man, my gorgeous Erini, who is very kind of emotionally mature, who is very kind of emotionally balanced. This is a very tolerating person. This person has a really great people skill. Somebody really amazing I'm talking about here, my gorgeous Erini. This particular man is going to play a big role in your life when it comes to the first part of this week, because of this man is really kind of going to impress you quite a lot with, it is an amazing person, this is like an amazing person, but this man is going to get your attention, and this man is really going to impress you. Not only impress you, but this man is also going to, most importantly, inspire you. And when I say that this man is going to inspire you, you are going to get a courage through this man. You will feel fearless through this man. And this is the power of those right people in our lives. This may not be like somebody who is directly connected to your life. For example, maybe this is somebody who is physically in your life, and maybe this is somebody who you are paying attention to and watching, all the time or every now and then. It doesn't really matter. Because of the way this man is going to make you feel, I know for certain that this person is meant to be in your life one way or another. This person is meant to be the part of your spiritual journey. Absolutely brilliant. So this man is somehow going to really impress you and really inspire you yet again. And you're gonna get discouraged through this man. You're gonna feel fearless because of this man, especially when it comes to you understanding that you need to follow, your intuition. You need to follow your intuition, especially when it comes to something that has been distracting you, something that has been kind of making you feel really down, some kind of problem that has been making you feel really depressed, Through this person, you will clearly understand not only what do you need to do with that particular problem, but also big mama, double mama, here is the fact that you are gonna make some kind of a step, some kind of a move. And if you were thinking about, when it comes to this problem, something very personal, something really personal, something that you don't like to talk to everybody about, only people who are very close to you know about some kind of a problem like this, something extremely personal to you, but it has been affecting you so much. So what you're gonna do, my gorgeous Serini, you're gonna, make a very smart and very sharp decision. That's the bottom line. You're gonna make a very smart and very sharp decision when it comes to this personal problem that has been making you feel depressed, that was bringing you down. And you know what? This is gonna be the right decision, because this problem is going to be resolved. And this is really important, because at the same time you need to understand that this problem was draining your energy, my gorgeous Erini, like there is no tomorrow. And when something is draining our energy, then our energy gets drained unnecessarily. It affects our balance. And then when we need energy for like other things, we haven't got it because it's been drained. Why? Because we didn't resolve certain problems or certain issues that are, in this case, bringing us down. This is why, my gorgeous Erini, this is going to be so important. And also, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you see, my gorgeous Erini, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you really are honestly gonna realize that, now through this woman, now it's this particular woman here, somebody who's really down to earth. I really like this woman. Somebody who's really down to earth, somebody who's really nice, somebody who's really practical. You see, here at the first part of this week, we had this gorgeous man here. And now at around the midweek, it is somebody who is most certainly in your life. This is somebody who is in your life. This is somebody who's physically in your life, somebody who's present in your life. And this particular woman here, it's somebody who's very down to earth, somebody who's very practical, somebody who's very smart, somebody who's very resourceful, in general, and somebody who's very like kind of home-centered, somebody who loves their home. This person loves their home, and this is what's going to be on your mind. Oh my God, this person really loves their home and the way they are and what they have created in their home. There is something really beautiful that you're going to be thinking about and looking at, and suddenly, because of this woman, you are going to realize that you have been taking certain things for granted, my gorgeous Erini, and you will realize that you have been taking certain things for granted, and now suddenly, boom, something is going to happen, and you will realize that it's time to transform this particular idea into reality. But this is to do with your home, this is to do with your immediate environment. Maybe it's to do with you wanting to make and create a really big change. Maybe you want to paint, maybe you want to decorate, maybe you want to move, whatever this is. Maybe you want something bigger, like move to a different place, whatever this is, my gorgeous Erini, you really need to take this very, very seriously as well. So you will realize that you will be reminded of this goal and that you've had for a while, but now this is going to be like somehow confirmed to you. So through this gorgeous woman, you're going to realize that there is this goal that you want to transform into reality, but it's to do with your home, it's to do with your immediate environment, and it's to do with you finally needing to make these changes. And this in itself, it's also like kind of the beginning of a really beautiful venture. Do you know what? It is the beginning of a really beautiful venture when it comes to your home, when it comes to your immediate environment, but at the same time, it's like you are making your dream real. This is the beginning of a beautiful venture where you are, my gorgeous Irini, going to make your dream real. And then at the end of all that, you know, you're gonna feel so much more happier. You're gonna feel so much more satisfied, you know, in general. And this is actually really going to re-energize you, and it's even going to reflect on your social life. For example, I know it sounds crazy, but it's absolutely ever so necessary to actually do this, because as I said, you are going to feel so much happier indeed. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Erini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you are going to get such an important advice here. Okay, you are going to have a really important advice when it comes to like you know, you're going to get have a really important advice from somebody very, very official. Somebody very official. It's going to like really let you know that there is some kind of an important process you need to start. Something really official, something kind of legal, something really important. And you're gonna need to do this, okay? Do you understand what I mean? There is somebody who is somebody very official, very smart person like me. No, I'm joking. Somebody very official, somebody very smart is going to, you will be talking to this person because there is a very unusual message you are going to get, very unusual message you are going to have. It's again to do with something official, something important. This official, okay, so it's all going to start really with this important message, official message you're going to have. And this message, it's not necessarily going to scare you, but it's going to remind you of this aspect of your life that you really need to deal with. And it's to do with something legal, something important, something official, but it's also to do with some kind of a process that needs to start. As soon as that process starts, the sooner this process is going to finish. It's one of those things that you can avoid as much as you like, but you know they're always going to bounce back until you actually deal with it. It's very important for you to understand this. So because of this message, news and information you are going to have, which you're going to be reminded of something important, official, that you're going to need to deal with immediately. This is why you're going to speak to this person who is like kind of connected to this type of thing. You know, it's maybe their job to kind of like, you know, answer certain questions to people they have about specific subjects. Do you know what I mean? But whatever this is, this person is going to give you the right advice. And the advice that this person is going to give you is the fact that you do need to like really kind of take certain things further. Okay, and it's something official, something important, something legal, maybe it's to do with a certain document, and you know, nobody can do this for you. Nobody can do this for you. And I know that this has been making you feel a little bit unhappy because it's to do with something that has been like kind of resolved, left unresolved in the past. And this has been making you at the background of your mind, when it comes to your subconscious mind, really unhappy. So this is why it's important for you to take this very seriously. Believe me or not, it's not so much about, it's not only about something legal and something important and something official that is going to be resolved, but it's also like kind of going to reflect on your emotional recovery, and the process of slow healing, it's actually going to begin. The process of slow healing, it's actually going to start. And this is why this is going to be so important indeed. And also, my gorgeous Erini, at around the end of this week, you're gonna feel like, oh my God, you're gonna feel like it's time to engage with something new, but this time it's going to be connected to your spirituality. And that's such a good feeling. My goodness, you know, you're gonna feel like it's time to engage with something new, and this time it's gonna be like your spirituality, my gorgeous Erini. And please, there is a really brilliant idea you're going to have. My God, there is a really brilliant idea you're going to have. Just remember, it's you're gonna feel like it's time to engage with something new, but it's really a lot to do. Hi, Raphael. Hi, baby. Come up, Raphael. Let's say hello to Erini. yeah, it's really a lot to do with you engaging. You're going to feel like you want to engage with something new, but it's to do with your spirituality. There is so much more to it, my gorgeous Erini. There is so much more to it, honestly. Do you know why? Hi, Rafa, my baby. Do you know why? There is so much more to it, my gorgeous Erini, because you are going to have a big victory and a massive achievement when it comes to this. And this is why you need to take this very, very seriously, my gorgeous Erini, indeed. So now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm gonna see what's gonna be a tarot card of the week. Okay, oh my God, you're also going to have such a brilliant news, a very positive news, a progress, my gorgeous Erini. You're gonna have such a positive news when it comes to some kind of a progress, something that you did not have a progress with in a very long time. I'm so happy for you, but that's not all. When you become aware of this progress, my gorgeous Erini, you also need to remember that there is some kind of a next step you are going to need to do as well. An important thing to remember is that this is not the end. You need to make a certain step, okay? An important step. You need to take this on the next level, indeed. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.